soccer practice?
We don't have an answer.
Keith? I mean, are we at? Let me see if I can add him here.
Oh, Keith's off at soccer today, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, it's on Thursdays. Okay, so let me edit it here. Let me give it a while there for the. I don't know. For some reason, it just. Let me get hold of my phone there because it's one of those swirling round things here. I don't know why it does that. There's. Yeah. So did you know I was in downtown Houston earlier today?
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah. I just had. Hey, I was gonna tell you what I saw, let you
Yeah.
know, but I think you left a call earlier on Dave's show
Oh,
earlier
what'd you
today.
see?
I saw a couple. I basically went by a Westheimer Street past numbers, checked out a couple of thrift shops. Went to a Mickey D's and checked out a couple of areas there. Then I went to the a couple of areas by Louisiana Avenue there, which is the route to usually take to get to I-45 to get home. And of course, spent a little bit of time there. And I found this place called Barclays. I told my brother-in-law and sister about. It's like a restaurant where you has a dog park in there. You can bring your pooch while you watch your dog play with other dogs while you're eating your curds and whey there, which is very interesting because it's right next across the street from a gas station I usually go to, which is next to one of these ritzy clubs here.
Gas
Well,
station.
the strip clubs are on
Gas
that
station.
street, you know?
A lot
The
of
strip club.
puppies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh I see there. Because I was told about that. Apparently, what it was is that I guess blabbermouth lab. There we go. I'm going to look that up, man. I got it right now. Okay, there. And I guess let's see here. I'm looking up this drummer there, and I guess it's a lawsuit. I guess it is Scott Rockenfield. Yeah, I guess his name there. Co-founding drummer. Okay, I got it right here. That's all I'll go to classicrock.com there. Ultimate Classic Rock. Go for this story here. Okay, I got that. And are we ready to roll, guys?
Yeah.
I am ready. Okay, let's do this here. Come on. Yeah. Here we go. Now we're going. Okay, everybody. It's me, Ark, and YR here for our show today here. Keith is at soccer practice on every Thursday. So our list of the continuing musicians who have passed on, the lists are pretty much close to the end here, I guess you could say here, since it's we're closing out to the this year pretty much, which is 2020 there. And plus, we got some rock news up and coming here. Of course, me, Arknolia, Bean, and YR, the great YR. And I was telling everyone before we went live about me heading downtown Houston earlier today. There's a couple of vlogs, short vlogs on my channel that I uploaded not too long ago there. And definitely YR, if I ever get the chance to go downtown Houston again, we got to meet up again at a live stream once more. Definitely for Shizzle.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna maybe we can go to that Molly Crew concert together.
Hopefully so. Hopefully, but if Vince Neil sings right, because there's still a lot of speculation that is it.
I mean, look, his solo from 2021, like his past, he did a couple shows. Not bad. Not bad.
All right. There. But then again, I may have a point there. I need to point this out there since you brought that up there. Sometimes, they often go for the bad points of the concert and say, oh, he can't sing through it. There's shitting here. Here's an example. That probably may be the only spot of the whole show where he's unable to get those notes and words right. Every other song, he's able to do it well. So I can't really believe what they see on the internet at times. What up?
trying to watch fucking Kyiv because they're getting
Kyiv?
fucking bombed right now in the Ukraine. And
Oh, yeah.
TV's acting on me. I mean, it's going down right now, dude.
Wow, in the Ukraine, more shit going down over there?
Not good.
Oh,
Not
my
fucking good.
gosh. Oh, gosh. You know, that's not that's another thing that's on everyone's minds, you know. You got to feel bad for the Ukraine and people out there because I've seen a couple of videos, a couple of photos of some of the damage done by the Russian army there, and it's just, it's
really,
sad,
Putin
they
really
had to go down there.
thinks they're fighting Nazis.
I
They're
mean,
really thinking
what I never really understood what the fuck is going on with that whole bullshit.
Well, like back in the day when like Hitler was in power, blah blah blah. Like the Ukraine had like a Nazi group type thing, and Russia and like never had that type shit.
Yeah,
and,
I
like,
know. Yeah,
that Ukraine Nazi group like went after Russia and shit, and they never forgot that Russia as a country, USSR type shit.
Wow.
And so basically,
when it was
like
Soviet Union,
Putin thinks that these people are all fucking blah blah blah, which is whatever. But what he's doing obviously isn't right. And
I know it's just a lot of people have been coming down hard on the Putin there.
We got to enjoy life as best as we can, being positive with each other.
Yeah,
you know.
And stand with Ukraine because those people didn't really deserve it. I'm crying out loud there. Everyone was showing support with the Ukraine, even Black Sabbath. Geezer Butler, you know that little devil with the that they have on their next to their logo there at times with the merchandise and shit. He tweeted out not too long ago a thing called "I Stand with Ukraine." That particular devil with the wings spread out there flying, and it's with the Ukrainian colors, the Ukrainian flag colors in it there. So they're obviously standing alongside with everyone on the Ukraine situation there. And so our hearts and prayers, thoughts, prayers, and support go out to everyone in Ukraine at this time of need there. And no doubt some of the athletes who participated in the recent Winter Olympics they got a lot on their mind because a lot of their relatives and friends are still going through all this bullshit.
Saying on my TV screen, Putin plans public
Putin.
It's a tongue twister. Putin plans public executions.
What?
Putin plans public executions.
Are you serious?
He wants to get rid of that president. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
If he does that, then he's done.
Yeah, he's done.
He's fucking done. Well, he's done when he started this bullshit.
Lana of WWE.
Come on.
Remember Lana of WWE? She's getting a lot of heat from a Russian gimmick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, because she wasn't really Russian. But then again, Nikita Koloff was never really Russian to begin with.
Yeah.
And I don't think Ivan Koloff was never Russian to begin with because in the interview, he was talking perfectly good English there. That's how they get you to be, you know?
Yeah.
Like the late Luke Harper, he wasn't really Southern, but they made him be Southern there. But then again, that's how wrestling is. You got to be like a character. You got to be like this sort of creature from another country or something like that. Hell, Kamala, the Ugandan giant, his real name was James Harris. He was from Atlanta, GA. He never even been to Uganda. He's an American. Rest in peace, Kamala. I prefer that Kamala over the one that you have in the White House. 20 times more than shit. I remember seeing, a picture of Biden and the Ugandan giant. Biden and Kamala, 2021 there. People are making jokes about that a lot of times. Makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Anyways, okay, on to the situation with the band Queensryche. Co-founding drummer Scott Rockenfield has launched a lawsuit against former co-founding guitarist Michael Wilton and bassist Eddie Jackson, allegedly that they fired him in 2018 while he was on approved family leave. In court papers filed in a Washington state court on October 11th this year, Rockenfield says he was dismissed from the band's businesses described collectively as QR companies. He accuses Wilton, Jackson, and their wives of breach of contract, shareholder oppression, and wrongful discharge, among other acts. The lawsuit states that in October of 2018, the remaining partners, quote, voted to dismiss Rockenfield from the QR companies due to in whole or in part, and I see me in the background there, to his taking of approval family leave. Rockenfield was informed of his purported dismissal from the QR companies in a letter dated October 3rd, 2018. The drummer further alleges that since 2017, Wilton and Jackson had wrongfully withheld from Rockenfield all sources of income from QR companies in violation of the various operating agreements and contracts governing the QR companies for no lawful purposes. Rockenfield says he took a leave of absence while his girlfriend was dealing with a complicated pregnancy, but remained an active participant in the band's business dealings. Quote, during his family medical leave, Rockenfield was in constant and continued communication with the band, participated in writing songs, and prepared for the band's recording schedule that was set to begin in 2018, according to the document. Despite this, Rockenfield says he wasn't given the opportunity to record. Queensryche completed the most recent album, 2019's The Verdict, with drum tracks by singer Todd LaTorrance, Camelot band member Casey Grillo. He has landed some handled the touring duties since Rockenfield has stepped
Okay,
back.
so right now with Queensryche, there's
Yep.
basically two. There's two original members. There's
Yep.
the bassist and then
Yep.
one of the guitarists.
Yeah.
The singer is a new singer. Sounds just like the old singer. What was the original singer's name again?
Jeff
He's
Tate.
bald now.
Jeff
Jeff,
Tate.
Jeff Tate. Yeah, really
Yeah.
good, great voice, like up there with
Yeah.
Halford and stuff. You know.
Yeah, absolutely there. And he's doing, and of course, he was fired along by years before that. Apparently it was
Yeah.
a tour in South America. That's when they informed him that he was out of the group prior to that gig.
Great,
I guess it
great
was a
group. But
melee
Go ahead, Brown. My
afterward.
bad.
Yeah.
But
It's
go ahead,
okay.
my Brown. It's a good
It's
band.
all right
man.
there. Yeah.
Silent
it is.
Lucidity. You know?
Yeah. Remember that band? I remember I posted 2 videos of that tribute band on my channel.
Yes.
There was checking out there.
Operation Minecraft.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was
Operation
Mindcrime.
Minecraft?
No,
Oh,
it's
Mindcrime.
called Mindcrime.
No, okay.
Named after the concept album, Operation Mindcrime, which, by the way, there was a sequel years on down the line. Now, the lawsuit claims that Rockenfield is owed compensation for lost wages and profits, as well as an amount equal to the present fair market value of his equity interest of the QR companies, as his wrongful dismissal plus interest thereon. Queensryche had maintained a position since 2018 that Rockenfield decided not to return to the band. Wilton said the following year, quote, basically when we started to record The Verdict, we had not heard from him. He had more of a personal obligations that he was doing, and he told us that he couldn't record or drum on the record. He is a very private person, and we respect what he is doing. It left him in a situation where he isn't touring anymore. Rockenfield broke his silence regarding his Queensryche status earlier this year in a social media post. He said, contrary to any statements or any interviews coming from other parties, I most definitely did not and have not quit, walked away, retired, or abandoned Queensryche. Unfortunately, you have not been given the facts by any means. He launched into a website titled Queensryche 2021, containing a demo of a new song. Now, Queensryche, as you know, they're still touring, I guess, right now. I guess they're going to be opening for what was it? What's that band's name? You told me about. They're opening for. Oh yeah, Judas Priest.
Pr-
They're going to be the opening
Priest,
act.
motherfucker. Come on.
That's right. My bad there.
Yeah.
I just slipped my mind there. Anyways, Priest are going to be touring. Queensrÿche's going to be open. So a lot of melee goes on as of late with all these bands, whether it's Queensrÿche, Rat, a couple other there. And I just got a message on Skype not too long ago. I had to stop for a little side bit here from a lady named Laureen. And get this here. Wait for it to come up here.
Well,
She
that could
said,
be a
"Hi."
troll, bro.
I don't know what it is. I don't. I think she was involved with Prince Liar for there because I was added to this group by this chick there, and Prince Liar was like, said, "Hi, Dr. Earl, I miss you," and here it is. Here's what she said: Dr. Earl, I need you to get a message to Dave for me. YR went over the banging sect under devious Dave Rose to cause a domino effect between the sectors. Please let Dave Rose that YR is being a snake and not to trust him. Giving you a heads up.
Of what did I do?
I don't know. It says, well, some of the words are misspelled here, obviously. So
Send
she
that
said,
to me. Send that screenshot to me, please.
okay, I will do it right
you.
now, dude. Huh.
Well, listen, I did call Tony's show today, but he was
Yeah.
leaking out personal information, mine. Everyone knows about it. We all talked about it, everything.
Yeah,
Everything's
that's true
fine.
there. Yeah.
But I had to call him out on shit. He admitted that he with the kin shit in his house, so he ended up admitted that. So.
Well, of course, that's how Tony is at times. That's how.
I just called him, bro, because he was blaming everyone for making fake accounts. And again, I'm sorry, Ark, but get through this stupid drama shit real quick.
Yeah.
Blame Brown. But,
It should be coming. It should be coming up right now.
he
There
was
it is.
naming-
Check it out, dude.
He was saying we were talking about his girlfriend, blah blah blah. I called in. I was like, no, Tony, I blocked that account a couple days ago. Blah 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 blah. I mean, whatever. Y'all can go back and listen if y'all want. And Rose is reviewing it right now. But I see
right
that.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, props to YR for doing that, for going right to the source and directing that situation directly. Other than people going, that's what you need to do at times, And that's how it goes.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
Okay.
Knowing how, and so I sent a screenshot of what this chick said here. Now, I don't know too much about this lady here, but YR just explained if she's listening right now, why I have to go back there to what we're saying, blah, 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 and all that jazz there. But, you need to go to the source. You need to go to set the record straight, and that is what YR has done.
Thank you. Thank you for having my back, bro.
All right, you're welcome there.
I know it's controversial, like talking to these people and stuff. I know it's like, Tony's an alien guy. I know
Tony's
it's controversial, but sometimes you just gotta cut the shit out because we don't want to go over the lines for people.
You got to call in and settle it one-on-one, okay? If somebody's talking smack about you, they're accusing you of something, you go right ahead and say, bro, I never did any of that stuff. You have the facts wrong. I'm here straight up to prove my innocence. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, dude? Okay, so here we are. So what year are we on with the we're on 2013. Or is it
2017.
Yeah, let's try to finish it. Let's finish this up tonight. Let's get into it. Let's finish this topic.
2017 we are.
Yes.
I remember we covered 2016 I think it was there.
Okay, let me mention that I didn't get a chance to write them out and do that, so I'm going to have to browse the list.
All right, go ahead there.
First one I got to Butch Trucks, January.
Butch Trucks, and I guess he's
Allman
the father
Brothers.
of. Yes, he was the father of Derek Trucks, who was also, I guess, he was involved with the Allman Brothers as well there.
Up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's unknown, but he was 69, so I'm going to assume natural causes.
Mm-hmm. I see there. Should probably get the screenshot of the account there and send it to YR, I guess.
I sent it to Dave right now.
All right, good. Okay. The screenshot I sent you.
Yes, sir.
Good. Maybe we should buy them on the call when we're done with our list here, or later
let's
on.
get done with the list. We got to get done with this
Okay.
list tonight.
All right, good.
John Wetton,
from King Crimson, Asia.
Did you see
Great
that?
lineup.
What I sent you? You see that video, King Crimson video I sent you a couple days ago?
Uh,
Live. They were live.
all right, yeah, they're on tour again. They're called. It's
I sent
it's
it to you.
yeah. I think it's the
Actually, I
seventh
already sent
lineup.
it to you though. Like that's
All right there. All right there. Let me look it up there. All right, good.
Cancer.
Cancer, yeah. He sang on Lark's Tons of Aspect, Stardust of Bible Black, Red. He I guess he did a stint with Roxy Music. I guess was involved with Riot Heat for a short while there.
Yeah.
And plus,
Go ahead.
he was involved with Asia on their first few records there.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about it, he was a good singer, good bass player. He did a lot of good stuff with Crimzo. I mean, I had those albums. I love those albums, especially Starless and Bible Black. You know, rest in peace, John Wetton. We will miss you, dude. Right?
Damn.
All right.
I should have spent the time to write these out, but yesterday I had laser surgery on my eye.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Oh wow. There was it to see straight?
No, there was some kind of I had cataracts about 10 years
shit.
ago, and
Wow.
also had a detached retina about 5 years ago.
Wow.
And when they reattach, there's some kind of a
Mm.
silicone sac that was in the back of the eye, so they had to go in and get it out, or not get it out, but
Cornea.
do whatever it was they did.
It's like the cornea, Dr. Brown. You know.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. You know, me being a type 1, a type 1 there, I definitely got to watch myself there when you think about it there.
Yep. Okay, next one I got is Chuck Berry.
Oh my gosh, the father of rock and roll. You say Elvis is the king of rock and roll, but Chuck Berry is the father of rock and roll. Big influence on John Lennon and the Stones.
Heart attack.
Yeah,
And he was 90 years old.
yeah. So
Natural.
natural, I believe it was. Yes.
Natural.
I mean, like the first time I heard of him was a thing called Chuck Berry Twist. I guess it was a compilation of his stuff there. It was on my dad's collection there, and I mean, the first song I heard from him was Maybelline, which is still a damn good song.
Yeah.
And of course, we want to know his signature song, Johnny Be Good.
Right.
He had other songs like, Come Home, No Particular Place to Go, It was a good time rock and roll at that time there.
And something called My Ding-a-Ling.
Oh, yeah, that's true there. And like I said, major influence on John Lennon and all the 60s bands from the UK there, including the Beatles and the Stones. In fact, when John and Yoko was co-hosts for the Mike Douglas show, one of the people they liked to invite in was Chuck Berry. Now, I got to say this. It was good that they did Johnny Be Good, but Yoko, shut the fuck up. You ruined the song. You ruined the session. For God's sakes, with your screeching. Just play a tambourine or a bongo, whatever it was, and let it go at that. Jeez, that was horrible, girl.
Yeah, a couple of John Lennon albums where she has her own tracks on them that it's like,
Yeah, Double
why
Fantasy.
did
Double
you bother
Fantasy.
recording these?
Didn't she write "Give Peace a Chance"? Did she write "Give Peace a Chance" or no?
No, John Lennon. It was credited. It was John Lennon. It was credited to John and Paul, but it was John Lennon basically.
Mm. Okay.
And the two records you're talking about was Double Fantasy and Milk and Honey. It was a joint record between the two there.
But every time you get to a Yoko track, it's like, whoop, skip this one.
I know, yeah. John was 20 times more better. I remember buying purchasing one of her other albums called Season of Glass, and I'm sorry, I was not impressed with that. I wasn't, Girl needs to know how to.
How old is Yoko? She passed 80, huh?
I think she may be. Let me look it up there.
Yeah, look it up. And then one quick question for Ark, if he knows the Paul McCartney concerts. Does he ever have Yoko come out? ever do a
I
little?
doubt it. I
No.
doubt it.
Because
I doubt it.
I heard he brings out Ringo from time to time. I think correct.
Well, he
That's
does, yeah.
yeah. He didn't do it in the two I went to, but
He must have beef with Yoko then still. I don't know.
oh, probably that plus, you know, I don't want her here.
Oh, she's 89 years old. One more year for reaching
Yo,
90.
listen, we have to all watch that documentary because she's in there and everything. And like John Lennon smoking a joint and stuff, and he comes back with lyrics for like
Uh-huh.
song. Like it's great. We have to watch it and review it. Like
Yep,
we have to get that done before the summer, and that's
Yeah.
long. It's like 9 hours, but we got to
that's
get
right.
it done. Disney Plus.
Absolutely. She's in
Thank you.
and she's also in a couple other movies. She was in the George Harrison documentary,
Uh-huh.
mostly John Lennon stuff there. Honeymoon, Cut Piece, Bed Piece, Isle of Dogs, George, a documentary on George Harrison, Up Above Us, Only Sky, the
The
Imagine
anthology.
movie, the anthology, yes, as well as the Let It Be movie, as well as the current Get Back movie series that's on Disney Plus. I still gotta listen to that. She's a songwriter, really, peace activist, obvious, and Japanese multimedia artist. You know, she did a lot of artwork stuff there. In fact, I remember some of her artwork was on display outside and inside the Detroit Institute of Arts on the Woodward Avenue there.
Yeah. Next one I got is Jay Giles.
From the Jay Giles band. That was a shock there because the Jay Giles, being from Boston, were a huge, massive hit in Detroit.
Natural Causes.
Man, he was a guitar player. He was the namesake of the band, and it was sad because Jay Giles was a big part in Detroit history. Detroit really embraced that city there.
Yo, I have
I
to
mean,
call
that-
Dave's show. I have to call Rose's show for 2 seconds. So
All right,
don't,
Daryl.
don't go on with the list till I'm back. I have to answer to something. Very
Okay,
important. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, it's an
Okay,
emergency.
okay.
I'll be right back.
That's
All right,
okay.
so okay there. So
Yeah,
while
Jay Giles
that-
actually had some pretty good songs.
Yeah, they had a lot of good songs. My favorite period was when he signed with the EMI America label after that album Sanctuary that came out. His One Last Kiss was a good one. Love Stinks, I had that album. The title Cut, which by the way was about his Peter Wolf's relationship with Joan Crawford. Not Joan. What is it? Faye Dunaway. What am I thinking? I got the two mixed up because Faye Dunaway started that movie about Joan Crawford around that time.
Yeah.
Faye Dunaway, they were briefly married, and I guess the song "Love Stinks" was about that whole relationship. It was also the title of the album from 1980. Come
Yep.
Back, when that album was a good one. Till the Walls Come Crumbling Down was a closing track, good song there. Freeze Frame, big massive hit. And every time they played where they played Detroit, whether it's Pine Knob Music Theater or some other Cobo Arena, place would be packed because Detroit embraced the living fuck out of the Jay Giles band without any question.
Yeah, and Centerfold was actually a fun song.
Absolutely, a big hit on MTV. And I remember the big rumor at that time that Martha Quinn with the DJs made an appearance in that, appeared in that video there, and she kept saying, say it over and over. I don't care. That's not me. That's not me. I'm not in that video. No, that was a big rumor at that time because one of the models, carrying the book, schoolgirl, and then the lingerie, and later on, they said it looked just like her. So obviously that's how the whole thing started there.
Well, I remember the good old days of MTV when they had
Music videos
that and the VJs.
and the VJs. I mean, we gotta talk about the VJs, for a while there because we know Alan Jackson, he departed many years back there. The rest of them are still alive, and they're doing the Sirius XM shows, revamping the 80s there, all the 80s music.
Was Don Imus a VJ there or VH1?
No, he was on VH1.
That's right.
He was that's when I first heard of him. I guess he was a radio show host,
Yeah.
and something like Stern, and obviously did that on the side there. VH1 had their own DJs there. A lot more
Right.
like they had singer Rita Coolidge as one of theirs.
Yeah, they basically tried to get people that were more
Older.
into
It was
VH1, which was supposed to
yeah,
be old stuff.
yeah. But actually, the stuff in more like James Taylor, Carpenters, and it later grew on like Michael Bolton and the more mature songs there.
Right.
And now, just like MTV, it's now reality TV here. I Love Money, all the My Fair Brady, and everything else there.
Yeah, I basically stopped watching them completely when they went into
I
that
haven't
stuff.
watched. You know what? I haven't watched TV in months. When you think about it, there. The only time I watched TV, I had to watch the boob tube, was to see Elliot Stabler return on Law and Order SVU, and that was about it.
Yeah, I basically the only TV I watch now, right now, is when I'm in dialysis because I got nothing else to do.
I know, and the most of it and the TVs they got at my work break room at my workplace is usually some daytime talk show trying to be sound all happy and jippy, doing their reviews with this author, with this celebrity, with this analyst via satellite and all that
Well,
there. And I'm sorry. It's all a hippy dippy shit. Other than that, we got the Drew Barrymore show, the Carl Kelly Clarkson show. Shut the hell up. It's like now it's like the only thing you could do when your singing or acting career is going nowhere, they give you that option. At least you could earn a paycheck each week there, each month there, blah, blah, blah.
yeah. Well, I got a better choice, I suppose, because they have a limited dish type thing going in their direct TV.
Uh,
And so I get some stuff, and I generally watch the ID channel, which is kind of weird.
oh, yeah. That's kind of like that's an investigation channel, if I'm correct, right?
Right, they basically invest crimes and or murder, mostly murder.
Oh, yeah. And now Oxygen, who used to be some like different version of the Lifetime channel, that's become a crime investigation and crime
Yeah,
channel.
it's funny when you watch these things because you just realize how stupid some of these criminals are when they do something.
And plus, another big reason they do that because these kind of shows do sell. They intrigue you, they draw you in because you want to learn how much of a low life this piece of garbage guy was, or this scamming bitch was. And like the biggest one was American Greed on CNBC. That was one we watched a lot of times, and especially the one on Kwame Kilpatrick, the former mayor of Detroit.
Yeah,
And I still remember seeing on the news there, but back in Detroit there was prior to him actually getting ousted from his position there was a group of people saying he must go, and right across a couple feet was a group of people saying he should stay, within a few centimeters from one another there.
yeah.
Dude, really.
Well, at least they didn't
But
fight each other.
All right, I'm back.
That's good.
Dave Rose refuses to answer my call, so I guess I'm in the same pond as Tony and Scott and everyone else.
Not really.
Not
Sure.
Tony because he answers his call, but
All right,
I
there.
guess I don't know
I
what
guess
the
it's
issue
about.
is.
I guess it's what about this. No, go ahead.
What's weird, like Tony can call into Dave's show yesterday, that's fine, but then like I don't get to defend myself when Dave Rose is having an issue with me calling into Tony's show today, and I don't. Might be the last time I'll be on YouTube. I guess my whole family's dead now or something. I don't know.
They ain't gonna do nothing.
Did you mention
Tony-
any on the list? Did I miss
No.
any on the list?
No, we were
All
just
right, go
talking
ahead, guys. I'm
about.
sorry.
We were just talking about MTV and VH1 when they used to play music and later became the reality TV Central there.
Okay,
And of course the Jay Giles band
next one I got is Chris Cornell.
from Soundgarden. That was a big shock, man. We didn't expect that one there.
Well, no, it was suicide by hanging.
It was. Yes, and what's kind of funny is that he was in Detroit. Him and Soundgarden were doing a couple of two-night stand at the Fox Theater in Detroit. And I heard it was the Motor City Casino where he did this.
Wow.
And I used to ride my bike or be around that place many times in the past. There, it's like, holy shit, how did this happen? Why did this had to happen? What was he going through? Some depression, or was he going through some sort of trauma, or what?
Yeah.
Was it psychological, or was it buried in beneath, or just coming out now?
Yeah. Next one I got is Greg Allman.
From the Allman Brothers Band, and of course the Greg Allman Band as well, and a part-time
Mm.
actor as well. He appeared on the Superboys TV series one time.
His son and Dickie Betts' son, don't they have a band together?
I don't know.
Dickie
I
Betts'
never.
son and what's his name son and another member's son, I believe. Sons or grandsons, one of the two, have had or have a band together. I seen that the other day.
Hmm. I
Pretty
don't know
cool.
about this one. I don't know there. I
Liver
know I like
cancer.
liver cancer. I know Elijah Blue was the one he had with Cher many years back there. Remember him? He appeared in the the Cher video where she wore that outfit there. If I could turn back time, and a lot of people are coming down on that video because his mother. There's a 13-year-old boy with a guitar, and his mother wearing this nearly see-through outfit, kind of which was kind of revealing in one way, kind of sparkly, but yet it showed her backside, almost her butt as well. There, it's like, and people are like, does a 13-year-old boy want to see his mama's nearly nude butt? People are coming down hard on that.
Yeah. Okay, next one I got is Walter Becker.
Well, from Steely Dan.
Yeah.
And I guess Donald Fagen is now carrying on Steely Dan by his own self. I guess he's going to be doing some shows with Steve Winwood opening.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What did he die of?
Esophageal cancer.
Oh, wow. Another natural cause.
And then the next one I got is, David Zuber. Used to be in
David.
Molly Hatchet.
Oh, yeah.
Heart
He was the
attack.
guitar. He was the guitar player, right?
One of them.
Oh, yeah. I think he was maybe one with the glasses, the dark glasses, and the long straight hair there. I remember seeing him on various publications and magazines here and there. I remember he was one of the most recognized members, along with Danny Joe Brown, the frontman.
Yeah.
And by the way, I guess they were one of the first bands to introduce Frank Franzetta's artwork on their album covers.
Yeah.
And Frank Franzetta, by the way, is known for his paintings of barbarian men and women, or dragons and stuff. He's one hell of a painter. And one of the first songs I heard from him was "Flirting with Disaster," which is a badass song there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it was. Still a good one when you think about it there. "Dreams I'll Never See," which came out a year before.
Yeah. Which actually is a cover song.
Yeah. And also, we cannot forget the Satisfied Man from 1985.
You do know who originally wrote and performed Dreams, right?
No, I didn't know. Who
Allman
is it?
Brothers.
Oh, wow. That's something there. So, rest in peace to this guy here, Dave. What's his last name again?
Luber, Hluber.
Okay, there. We will there credit the Molly Hatchet because they were like one of the hardest of the southern rock scene there. Southern metal, I guess you could say there.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty good description.
Absolutely there, southern twists with heavy metal.
Okay, like I said, I didn't write any of this down, so I have to.
Okay.
Malcolm Young.
No problem. Malcolm Young of AC/DC. Gosh, that was from Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Dementia.
Dementia.
Apparently
Exactly
what it was, yeah, that's right. apparently he was having trouble doing performing AC/DC songs. We heard about during rehearsal. They realized something was wrong, so they got Stephen Young, there who took Malcolm's place when he had to go and leave the band briefly to take care of some alcohol issues there to get clean, and that was back in 1988 when Blow Up Your Video was out on the shelves there, and now he came back to the group to fulfill that task there because obviously Malcolm was unable to tour. He was going
Right.
through his issues there, and sadly, it was very sad that to lose your brother, co-founder and co-songwriter and co-guitarist. That's got that to be hard and heavy on Angus here, no doubt.
Yeah. Next one I got is David Cassidy.
Oh my gosh! And he died the same time Charles Manson did, believe it or not.
Yeah, liver cancer.
Yeah, David Cassidy, one of the first one of the major '70s teen idol icons. When you look at it, he did a show in Detroit, Michigan, around that time, and apparently 100 and some. It was over 100 girls that had fainted from this guy. To make
Okay,
100,
yeah.
yeah, so you got to be that good looking and must be that talented of a guy to make over 100 chicks faint. Hit the ground just like that. Damn.
Yeah.
What power do you have, man? Jeez, give us some of that.
Of course, some of them were probably, what do they call it, when people do it because somebody else did it.
Ah.
It's kind of one of those things. Hey, she fainted, so can I.
Oh my gosh! But how do you make it? It's how you make yourself faint is a big question there.
True.
Otherwise, you're just faking it.
Well, that was my thought.
Right? Do they knock themselves on the head? Hey, whack me up! I'm going to faint like this girl here. Can you slap me upside my head so I can go on conscious? Okay. There you go.
We're moving to
Yes.
2018, and
Mhm.
I didn't know this guy had passed. Uh, Ray Thomas.
Oh yeah, from the Moody Blues.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember seeing that or hearing about that not too long ago. He was a singer, tambourine player, percussionist.
flutist.
He wrote some good flutist for the band there. He wrote some pretty good songs of his own, which he contributed. Dear Diary, some of my
For My Lady.
For My Lady from the seventh album there. Dear, I just mentioned, and what was that one called? Our Guessing Game from Every Good Boy Deserves Favor. Good
Yeah,
song
and
there.
then Legend of a Mind, I'm pretty sure he wrote.
Yep. I think it was also Dr. Livingston, I presume he wrote as well there, or
Yeah.
co-wrote. Yeah. And, geez, I think you forgot Chester Bennington from the Lincoln Park.
I actually went by him.
Yeah, Doug said that. Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm blackballed from the community. Rose is having it out for me, and I guess I can't,
Whoa. Hold on here. When we get done with this list, you think we could get Dave
he just
out
hasn't. He just has this huge issue with me calling and talking to Tony today. Meanwhile, he Tony calling his show yesterday, so twice or whatever.
Wow,
Yeah,
holy
so-
shit. I got to
So
look
I
this
just don't
up here.
understand. But it's all right if no one wants me around and shit like that. If I'm whatever, then it's cool.
Hold on. Oh, no. This makes
Not
no
trying to-
sense there.
I'm not on Team Tony. I'm not his friend. It's nothing like that, bro. I literally called in and
I got to listen to this when we're done here about this whole thing here. It makes no sense there. It was a call in to defend himself, basically, is what it is, Rose. So it's probably, I say when
let's
we
get
get
on with the
done.
list.
Okay,
get on
let's
with the
go.
Well, I
All
haven't
right,
got to the next one yet, so go on.
All right, there.
Sorry, guys.
Go ahead. It's okay.
Damn. Apparently, we didn't lose many in 2018 we've heard of.
Oh, yeah, that's true there.
Oh, by the way, on Chester Pennington, he also died suicide by hanging.
Yeah, but exactly. It was a couple of months after the Cornell's hanging.
Actually, it was closer than that. I think it was a couple of weeks.
Wow, I know that was a big shock, and people were coming out saying, "Oh, there's a connection between those two. They may have been more than best friends there." Blah blah blah, and all that bullshit there. But here's a little fact: Bennington, believe it or not, so filled in for the singer of Stone Temple Pilots briefly. It was Stone Temple Pilots with Chester Bennington for a while there, and he filled in as their frontman for the time being until they got their official frontman. So give him credit for doing such a task there.
They didn't have like a woman singer or something at one
With
point.
Stone Temple Pilots,
Replacement?
not that I know it. No, it's a guy.
Female?
It's a guy.
Okay.
They got a guy. I don't know the guy's name, but apparently, from what I heard, he sounds like Scott Whalen. From what I heard there and seen a couple times on video.
I don't know if he's Soundgarden. I'm thinking of the replacement with a female singer,
You know,
vocalist.
you
There
know
was
what?
something like that. Did you hear about
Not
that?
that I'm sure. You know what? We have not. I think Soundgarden maybe no more
Hmm.
because it's hard to replace a guy like Chris Cornell, who was one of the prime singers of the alternative rock scene. He hit a lot. He was able to hit a lot of high notes in the early band's early years there. I mean, he was. I guess you could say he was kind of like the Rob Halford, the Jeff high pitched singer, like Rob Halford was during the alternative rock scene. You like on the other albums like Bad Motor Finger, Louder Than Love. And when you think about it, he was one of the. He had a damn good voice. And he also had a damn good career as well, not just with Soundgarden, but also with Audioslave, ex-members of Rage Against the Machine. They have recorded 2 records, and both records did pretty well there.
Okay, next one I got is Danny Carwan.
Hmm.
He was a member of early Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, she was one of the original members with
I don't know
Peter
about
Green
that,
there.
but I know he
Oh,
was.
Danny Cowan. Oh wow, so many members of that group there. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, you could almost fill a school bus with him.
Yeah, yeah. But then you probably need to fill second 2 school buses with the members of the Jefferson Airplane / Starship.
Oh yeah. Okay, and
3
he,
for the members of King Crimson.
yeah, and he's not got a cause listed, but he was 68. So
Oh wow, so that's unknown.
yeah. Next one I got, and I just had it. It ain't anybody that, well, she had some good stuff.
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin,
Oh wow, just Queen of Soul, Detroit's own. And there
pancreatic
was
cancer.
and wow, and she was a sub. There was a movie about her, if you recall, called Respect.
Yeah.
There was about it was I guess like an autobiography of her there that was in the theaters not too long ago.
And that also was a cover song.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
it was recorded by Scott Morgan and the Rationals.
uh, I guess, but I knew Otis Redding did it.
Yeah, because let me look up the song Respect here on the. Let me look up who originally did it here, since you got me intrigued now.
Okay, next one I got while you're doing that
Okay,
is Ed King.
Zed King. Ed
Ed
King from
King,
Ed King from Leonard Skinner.
right. Lung cancer. And he was also
Wow.
in Strawberry Alarm Clock.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, wow. That's interesting there. And we know their song, Incense and Peppermints,
Yeah.
right?
Marty
Okay.
Balin,
Him.
unknown. But
Marty
he was
Balin.
76.
Ah,
Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship.
ah. All right.
Did you find Respect yet?
It's coming up on the Wikipedia right now. And it says here you're right, it was originally recorded by Otis Redding. It was released released in '65 as a single from his third record, became a crossover hit for him. American other Rita Franklin covered it and rearranged it, resulting in a bigger hit for her signature song. The music in 2 versions is significantly different, while a few changes of the lyrics resulted in different narratives around the theme of human dignity that have been interpreted on as commentaries on traditional gender roles. Right there. So that's the idea of the
Mm.
song there.
Okay, next one I got is Tony Joe White,
Mm.
Tony Joe White. I don't think I heard of
Poke
that.
Salad Annie.
It's a
Who?
weird name. What was his name again?
Huh?
Tony Joe White.
Tony.
Tony Joe. Tony Joe White. Um.
It's not listed. Oh, wait, it is. Heart attack.
I see there.
He was 70 something. But
All
no,
right.
his big one was, I just said it. Oh,
All right.
Poke Salad Annie.
Hmm. All right.
I'm still looking.
Go ahead.
I'm still looking.
Right there.
Okay, we're moving into 2010. Oh,
All right. 2010. You
well,
mean 2020?
no,
2019?
2019. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
9 looked like a 0. Uh, Before that, though, the last guy of 2018 is Ray Sawyer, who is a member of Dr. Hook.
Um,
Sylvia's mother.
yeah,
And,
I see there.
it's unlisted, but he was 81.
And I guess what it was, I guess remember the songs I remembered him was When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman,
Yeah.
um, Baby Makes Her Blue Jeans Talk. I
Or
guess it
if
was
you had a beautiful
Sharon,
body, would you hold it against me?
which I guess the Bellamy brothers covered this or did as well there.
Yeah.
Oh, Sharing the Night Together. That was the first song I heard from them.
Yeah.
Yo, that song you just did, you just said that's the quote from Joe Dirt says that.
Oh, if you had a beautiful body.
would you hold against me? He uses that
Oh, yeah.
line. Remember that?
I see there. That may have been, and was this recently or years back?
Joe Dirt, the movie Joe Dirt.
Ah, I see there.
That was
Ah,
a while
Joe
back,
Dirt.
but I don't know how far.
It was well. The song goes way back before the Joe Dirt
But like
movie.
he
There.
uses
So,
that, he uses it as a line, like because he's in the carnival, right? The carnival scene. He's talking to the chick, Brittany Murphy. I think it's Brittany Murphy or something.
yeah. Rest in
like
peace.
the actress.
Yeah.
And I think it's her.
Yeah.
And he's like, if I had a beautiful body, if I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? And she's like, maybe or something. And then they start like fucking or something in the room or something.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I do remember that, and I knew it was a song. Like it is a real song, ladies and gentlemen.
It is. Yeah. It is. Yes. I think I heard it one time only. I think it was the Bellamy Brothers version. I think it was on the TV that my parents were watching at that time there. But it was, I guess it was around the early 80s that song came out when I heard the Bellamy Brothers version there. All right.
Okay, the next one is the first one, 2019, is Daryl Dragon.
Daryl Dragon from the Captain and Tennille.
Right. And it says renal failure, and I'm sitting there going, what the heck?
I know. And it's sad because to Captain Tony Tennille and the Dragon, their marriage, they had a long marriage, a musical marriage. When you think about it, they recorded albums together. "Love Will Bring Us Together" was one of their biggest songs there. "Muskrat Love" was another. And you also had the variety TV show on ABC for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And my dad used to watch that show a lot. And sadly, they decided they broke up the marriage. I guess from what I understand from Tony, Daryl Dragon was like a very unemotional individual for many years.
Kind of a weird reason to break up. But,
I know,
okay.
but then again, we it may have been more than we don't know about there.
True.
I should probably look. Yeah, it's true there. Let me look it up on YouTube there. Blah blah blah. I'm not really on YouTube, but on the Google there. Go ahead, Ark.
Peter Tork,
Peter Tork
Monkeys,
from the Monkees. Yeah.
Cancer.
He was him, man, Mike Nesmith and him. Rest in peace to both. They were like the true musicians.
Yeah. And it's funny because the producers made Nesmith the guitarist, Tork the bassist, Jones, the frontman, tambourine, whatever. Dolan's the
Yeah.
drummer. And
Hmm.
in an interview, I think it was Nesmith, said that if they had done it right,
Yeah.
Torkelson would have been lead guitar, Nesmith would have been the bass
Hmm.
player, Jones would have played the drums, and Mickey would have been the front guy.
Uh-huh.
Which makes sense because Mickey did about half their songs, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm looking here, apparently. They were married for 39 years, Tony Tennille and Daryl Dragon, before they divorced in 2014, you know. And apparently what it says here, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking for what was the situation there. Now go ahead.
Oh, I'm still looking.
All right, go ahead there.
I'm still looking. You go ahead.
All right, you go ahead. It says here, Tennille and Dragon remained friends until his death in January of 2019. Dragon stated in the February 2017 interview with People magazine that Tennille had returned to Arizona to assist him following a serious health-related incident he had experienced the previous year.
Wow.
Now, so she came out to his aid, thank goodness. And remember, they were together for how many years? Dang.
Yeah. Okay, next one I got is Leon Redbone.
Yeah, the singer and guitar player who kind of like, he had that. I remember his song, Champagne Charlie is My
Yeah.
Name. I remember the video for that song as well there. I think it was on, I forget, it was a show called Pop Clips that aired on the Nickelodeon channel late on the weekends there. And they aired the
Dementia.
music. Yeah, and wow. They had videos from him. They had videos from Split Ends. And they had videos from a band called The Tourists, which featured two members who would later become the Eurythmics.
Next one I got is Roky Erickson.
So on the 13th floor elevators.
It's not
A
listed,
second-
but he was 71.
Yeah, and this guy, from what I understand, Clemandus claimed that he was an alien from Mars.
Oh, he
He
was
said that-
demented.
Oh, yeah. He had a lot of people were talking about that there.
I don't remember the name of it, but I saw a little documentary on the 13th floor elevator
about to
and
bring-
him.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I was going to bring that up. There was a documentary on the guy there.
And if you watch the documentary, your conclusion would be, yeah, he's nuts.
Uh-huh. Damn. He had something going on there, and he said, how you're an alien from Mars? So the way my name is spelled there, blah, blah, blah. I was like, huh?
Yeah. Next one I got is Dr. John.
The singer from the... he was like the
Could have
Cajun
been the right
music.
place, but it's been the wrong time.
Mm. And he was like considered one of those Cajun musicians, right?
Yeah. He was,
Nah,
I think he was
not-
from Louisiana, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, but either way, he was like mixed in with the band Little Feat when it came to the New Orleans Cajun style of music.
Yeah. And he died in New Orleans.
Mm. The Cajun capital of the world,
Heart attack.
home of the Mardi Gras.
Next one I got is Gary Duncan.
Gary
Quicksilver
Duncan.
Messenger Service.
Oh, okay, there.
Complications from a seizure.
Oh, wow, damn.
Yeah, I can see where that could happen
Hmm.
because the seizure's pretty severe.
Very severe. You can bump your head and die. And I think that's what happened to John Travolta's son Jet years before.
Yeah, wasn't the story of them? They didn't want any doctors to see him because they didn't believe in that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the bullshit things about Scientology that really irks the shit out of me. The kid was autistic. He was having a seizure, and they didn't do shit for it because of their so-called faith. Yeah, let me put a sidebar here. There was a mother. Her son was a schizophrenic. He was denied the medication because the Scientologist faith with me is about no drugs, no medication, no prescriptions, none of that all. No cold medicine. And as a result, the boy got a little crazier and crazier and crazier, and I guess ended up killing his mom after he experiences a sort of hallucinant episode because of his schizophrenia. And the bottom of the article says, "Thank you, Tom Cruise, for putting Scientology into the limelight."
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Yeah, Tom Cruise did so much for us.
I lost a lot of respect when I heard about that. Started lost respecting when he a lot of respect for him when he went off on Matt Lauer in that one interview and the way he acted or during Oprah Winfrey's show, just jumping on the couch, blah blah blah. And obviously that's probably one of the big reasons why both Katie Holmes and Nicole Kidman and that Mimi Rogers said goodbye. It's like, I can't deal with this asshole. See ya. Don't want to be ya.
I have to face the repercussions.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, next one I got is Eddie Money.
Oh yeah, that was a big surprise there. We know his
He is
songs.
70.
Yeah, he had at the time. Yeah, he had a reality show called Real Money on the Access TV channel. He did a lot of albums. He had a lot of hits. Two Tickets to Paradise, Baby Hold On, No Control, Think I'm in Love, Where's the Party? Trinidad. All those songs there.
Yeah.
Big classic songs there.
Esophageal cancer and other natural causes.
Yeah, it's very sad there. And I guess REO Speedwagon paid tribute to him when they covered "Do Tickets to Paradise" there. But I'm sorry, Kevin Cronin. I know you tried to do your best, but it wasn't that. Your voice is too wimpy for that song there. When you think about it, there.
Yeah. Next one I got is Rick Ocasek.
From the Cars.
Cardiovascular disease.
And that was a big set because now the Cars are officially done because you can't have the Cars without Rick Ocasek. It was hard to have the Cars without Benjamin Orr.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that one.
Yeah, because a couple of years back they did a reunite for one album, which was released on some indie label, which went nowhere. But then again, that's how indie labels are. It's hard to get their stuff out there because they don't have the backing of a major distributor.
Yeah. Interesting. Next one I got is Ginger Baker. Doesn't list his. Yes, it does. He was 80.
Mm-hmm.
Heart problems.
Wow. Was it because was it drug related or alcohol related?
I don't think so. He was 80.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
true.
kind of like old age related, I think.
No, most likely. Yeah, so that could go down to the natural causes realm there.
Yeah.
Ah.
And it looks like that closes off 2019.
All right, there. And now we're in 2020. You're at the pandemic. You're at the pandemic.
Getting close.
Yeah, no.
Eddie Van Halen coming soon.
I know, yeah. We also got John Prime. He died from that the COVID-19 that year. He was a singer-songwriter there. His albums have been reissued on vinyl. I saw
Van Halen, Eddie.
I'm talking. Yeah, I was talking about John Prine. He died with the first music casualty from COVID-19, if I'm correct.
Okay, the first one significant in 2020, Neil Peart.
From Rush. I remember I saw Rise of Skywalker, the Star Wars movie. I got out there and I heard about it there. Actually, I heard about it before I went and saw the movie. Came all back to the car, my nephews, and I did a vlog paying tribute to him, uploaded it on my channel there. And he was like, it fits to say that he was one of the prime drummers next to Baker, Bonham, and Moon.
Yeah. And we'll cover him in greater detail when we get to the drummer episode.
Absolutely, because he was one badass, dynamic drummer. He had all sorts of percussion instruments all around him when Rush performed there in the 80s there. Xylophone, bells, you name it. Right.
Well, I hope I am not skipping anybody because I'm trying to rush through this.
All right, there. Go ahead.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm going ahead. Discuss something.
Okay, let me well, going back to John Prime, he was, as I mentioned, he was the rock and I guess he was rock music's first, COVID-19 casualty there. Uh, he really, a lot of his earlier works have been reissued on vinyl. I saw it at the Barnes and Noble near the mall a couple of times ago. I was in there checking out, see if they had any Van Halen vinyl, whether it's With My Children First or Fair One. Able to get those two records there. Those two are my favorite, along with the first album there. And I guess a lot of that stuff is now coming out with other all the reissues have been coming out there, including the Egos, as I mentioned a couple of times before. You know, it would be, but it would be best, if they reissued the whole catalog of these artists, like they've been doing with the Eagles.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, found the next one.
good.
Kenny Rogers.
Oh my gosh, that was a big one there.
Natural causes.
Yeah, he was, he was one of the real interesting guys in the country pop movies realm there. He did a couple movies, Six Pack. He started a couple TV movies based on a couple of his songs, Coward the County, and of course The Gambler. And a lot of those songs he came up with that he wrote told some real interesting stories there.
Yeah.
My favorite was The Gambler for some reason. Something about that, the lyrics of that song just, was really interesting to hear. Just real interesting story there. The story behind Lucille. You picked the fine time to leave me, Lucille. Oh man, that's a trip to listen to. The story behind Coward at the County shows you what a parent's influence can do to a boy years on down the line.
Yeah.
Like if you tell your child that don't fight back, they're going to absorb that into their head. It's going to stay in the head for the rest of their lives. To the point of saying, son, you may have to fight back. Sometimes you got to fight to be a man.
Next one I got is Bill Withers.
The man who wrote "Lean on Me," "Ain't No Sunshine."
Yeah, and heart complications. The interesting thing about that song is I read or heard somewhere. Do you know that part where he does the I know, I know, I know, I know, I know?
Yes,
When he did the recording, he just stuck that in there because he was going to write something else. And his producer said, "No, leave it. It's good." And so he did.
All right, there you go. Interesting there.
And John Prine.
And John Prine, as we mentioned, passed away. COVID-19's first casualty in the music realm there.
Yeah. Next one, I got Steve Farmer, Amboy Dukes.
One of the Ted Nugent's old band.
Yeah, he was 71 and it's listed that died at his home. Okay. Wow. We'll
back
call it
Michigan,
natural.
I guess. Right, back in Michigan, right?
Because
they all were Michigan natives.
Yeah, Redford.
Yeah, Redford, Michigan.
Of course, neither me nor YR know where that is or anything about it.
Well, me and Michigan, I have been to Redford a couple of times before there. I've been to bed to Waterford, Novi, Ann Arbor. I've been to a lot of areas. Oh, Port Huron. I used to cruise a lot of areas in Michigan, believe it or not. Emmett, Michigan, with a couple of people to check out that one strip joint, which name escapes me at the moment there. The only place I never able to get to was Grand Rapids because it's way over the other side of Michigan there, and I don't think I need the cars I was driving at those piers there wouldn't be able to handle that, And needless, and I guess it's safe to say I wore the shit out of almost every car I drove because I wanted to explore, dude. Our parents never really took us anywhere, when we were kids. So when I brought my first car, it's like, yay! Now I can explore and go all over the places. Sterling Heights, Troy, on and on and on. But enough of that bullshit there.
Oh, go ahead, because I'm still looking.
Okay, because I used to like I said, I used to cruise all over the joint. When you think about it, cruise all over the joint, man. So, damn. Like I said, I was able to explore. Oh yeah, Plymouth, Michigan. I went up there to visit this one girl I was seeing briefly there, and also Ypsilanti for a couple booty calls. Yeah. In fact, her and I are friends on Facebook, by the way, as well. There. All right,
Okay,
there.
come on. I know there were others.
All right, there. Let's see. I know it's kind of the only ones so far. The only getting to a couple. One of them. Well, 2000. We're still in 2020,
Oh,
right?
here we go. Peter
Ah,
Green.
Peter Green, the from Fleetwood Mac, the original Fleetwood Mac.
Right, and John Mayall's Blues Breakers.
Yes,
Cause not
yep,
listed.
I
Mm.
am. This is the man who originally wrote the Green Manalishi with the two-pronged crown, which you all know Priest covered on their
Yeah.
later albums. Turned into a metal classic there, along with the Diamonds of Rust by Joan Baez. He also wrote All Well, which the Mac originally did, which the band called the Rockets from Detroit covered. Couple been covered a couple times by other bands out there. He also wrote Black Magic Woman, which Santana made a rock radio staple.
Yeah, that was a cover. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, exactly. This guy was the original. It was basically Lindsey Buckingham in his prime in that group there. When you think about it, and this goes way back to the '60s when he was a blues-based band.
Yeah. Okay, next guy I got is Steve Holland, Molly Hatchet.
Another member of my Hatchet passed away there.
Pneumonia
Dang.
following COVID-19.
Another code, the second
Let me
COVID.
let me just confirm with Ark so far. It's all been natural causes so far.
Well, there's a couple of suicides.
All
Yeah,
right.
and so this
I had to
marks.
call. I was on Dave's show for it. He let me on finally, so we got everything squared
That's
away. I
good.
think.
All
It's
right,
okay.
that's good. Yeah,
Sorry
because
about everything, guys.
it's
It's
so-
just one of
It's
those.
okay.
I
Your
was going to
mistake.
try and get there, call in on Dave's show to get this whole thing hashed out there.
It's all good.
That way we're done with the list.
Okay, Wayne Fontana.
Hmm.
Remember
I
the
heard that name.
Mindbenders.
Wayne Fontana.
But he
I
passed
think.
away.
Cancer.
Mm, Big Evil C.
We will be getting videos of Keith playing soccer. He's setting it all up.
All right, that's
Make
good
it
there.
happen. So it's gonna look all nice, and we're gonna get that happening. So
All
look
right,
forward to
that's
that.
good. All right there. All right.
I'm in August and I'm 2020 and I haven't run across anyone else yet.
I know. But at the time, we were just going. At the time, I think everyone was so concentrated on the pandemic, trying to get their lives in order when all this blows over there. So I remember just sitting in my room back. YR, that's when you and I started doing our show, Metal Maniacs Weekly there.
Yes.
And then after that, when me and Arca started our show, and it was 5 nights a week we did our shows there. Movies, music, TV, recap, previews, and blah, 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 and everything there.
Okay, next one I got is Lee Kerslake.
Lee Kerslake from Uriah Heep and the original Blizzard of Oz lineup.
Yeah.
And so it's him and Bob Daisley. I got to talk about this. When you think about the situation, Bob Daisley and Lee Kerslake were, basically they recorded the two first Ozzy solo albums, Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman. But prior to the Madman's release, they were let go by Sharon Osbourne, and they were replaced with Rudy Sarzo from Randy Rhoads' band Quiet Riot and Tommy Aldridge from Black Oak, Arkansas.
Hmm. Tommy Aldridge, he played drums for Whitesnake, correct?
as well as there. Yes, later on, years later on. And one badass drummer, I will say. You'll check out the solo he did on the live Ozzy clip called "Speak of the Devil," not related to the live album later on.
Okay, prostate cancer, natural causes.
And the worst thing about it is that they really didn't get any that much payment, let alone credit, on those two albums. Kurt, they tried suing Sharon Osbourne, for the royalties that were overdue. I guess that didn't work out. Kurt Slake, all he asked was the two platinum albums, stating that so he could show to his grandchildren and such that proving that he did play on those albums there. He wants recognition for that. And Ozzy gave it and said, Lee, there are two albums here, and he got his dying wish. And at that time, we found out he was not going to be around much more because of the cancer that he had. So Ozzy did the right thing and granted his wish.
Okay, next one's a guy you possibly heard of,
Yep.
Eddie Van Halen.
Oh my gosh, that was a big,
Mm.
big shock to everyone.
Probably up there with Elvis, right? Shock
Oh,
factor.
it was. It was. Every maggot because we didn't. It was one of those things we did not expect. With the same with John Lennon getting killed, Kurt Cobain killing himself. The deaths of Lemmy, Bowie, Prince, a couple years before, because Eddie was like a massive influence on the guitar playing. It's supposed to say that Eddie's tapping and the speed playing was probably a big player influencing all the other 80s guitar players, with Mark St. John, George
And-
Lynch.
And if anybody wants to hear it,
Randy Rhoads.
there is a there is an episode dedicated to Eddie Van Halen about a month, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly when we did it.
Yeah, we did it many months back. Drew was when we invited Drew on our show here to participate on our discussion here. He complimented, actually was on your show, YR, that he complimented our look at Eddie Van Halen, our tribute to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, next guy I got is Spencer Davis.
from the Spencer Davis group, which featured Steve Winwood.
Right, heart attack.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Mhm.
Drew in the chat.
Oh,
I
wow.
would compare Eddie's death to those guys. We knew Eddie was sick. Well, I'm
Yeah.
talking more of the shock, like big deaths, because it wasn't just like a regular old musician with a couple hit songs. Like was
No,
an
he
inspiration
inspired
to
he was
a
an
lot of guitarists at the
inspiration.
time.
Massive inspiration to a lot of guitar
He
players
helped.
out
He
there.
helped come up. He helped come with the detuning system. He liked the tool.
Yeah, doing the Floyd Rose,
Floyd Rose.
the
all
locking
that
some.
stuff.
Yep, exactly. Building his own guitars.
He
I mean,
basically
the
put,
Frankenstein is
basically,
an icon.
he basically put like the Les Paul and the Stratocaster into one, with
Yeah.
the whammy bar with the big heavy body of the Les Paul with the double humbuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, exactly there. And that's which is very rarely done with Les Paul
Plus,
type guitars.
Playing the guitar is very, what he did playing, like it's a lot, like so, probably bigger. Elvis is the king of rock and roll, right? But
Correct. Yes.
it's
Hey.
up there with.
There
it's-
you are. Keith's here.
Oh
Yep.
my God, bro! We have Cristiano Ronaldo himself. Cristiano Ronaldo.
There you are. How was soccer practice, dude?
Yeah, he
Excellent.
Good.
Yeah.
I
good.
scored
Animal
3
talk.
goals. Our team played scrimmage. We won like 10-5.
Bro, we have a
Nice.
real athlete. We have a real fucking athlete in the community
Yep.
right now.
Right.
Keith, did you take any
Yes.
video?
Nah, because we were late, and like if we were early, I would have showed my mom how to do it. But we were late.
Could I Amazon you a soccer ball, Keith, or
Yes,
do you like practice?
I would use it at the park.
Okay.
Ooh,
I see
yeah.
there.
All right, on with the list. Keith, I sent you the list so far, so I hate doing the list, so you go on with the
Okay.
list from now, please. Thank you.
Okay,
All
next
right.
one I got is Jerry Jeff Walker.
Ooh, I saw him in concert
Oh
opening
shit.
for Jimmy Buffett
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah,
I
about
see
he
there.
was
ago.
actually a
Hold.
fun musician.
He was
I
in
see
Throat
Detroit
there.
for
cancer.
Jimmy Buffett.
Get this.
Wow.
He sat down and kind of like he had to sit in a chair and play like guitar and stuff. I
Yeah.
saw him.
I see there.
He was a big
What are the
inspiration of Jimmy Buffett, 70s and all that.
Yeah, I
So,
guess one of his biggest songs was Up Against the Wall Redneck Mothers.
wow?
mm.
And that was in the 70s or 80s, if I'm correct there.
Yeah.
Or I see there.
I mean, he had quite a few, but that was the biggest one probably.
Wow.
Next one I got is Ken Hensley.
From Uriah Heep.
Question
And
marks.
yes, and he was
Okay.
also a brief member of the group Blackfoot.
Now Uriah Heep Brown is similar. I don't want to I'm going to say a statement. I don't want to go too far with it, but similar to like an early Priest, maybe mixed with
Yeah.
maybe mixed with a little Zeppelin style.
Yeah, Uriah Heep music. Yeah, pretty
just
much. Yeah.
like a mix like that, right?
But no, what the early some of the earlier albums with a little teeny dab of Sabbath into their
Right,
music just as well
right.
there.
Right. Like that classic Sabbath, like that older.
Yeah,
Sabbath,
the early
right?
exactly around that time. That
Yes.
stuff was big around that time there. That
Yeah.
kind of scenery, that kind of rock, that kind of staple there.
Yeah, you're right. He had quite a catalog actually.
Yeah, he did. He released his solo records. He did a couple his own versions of the songs he performed with the Heap, like a Stealing and a couple others there, Easy Living there. And sad because he was considered one of the founding members of the band there, along with guitarist Mick Fox
Okay, next one I got is Leslie West.
from Mountain.
Heart Attack.
Yeah.
That was a group that had some nice heavy hits.
Yeah, he was a heavy guy too. I mean, he was a big dude there who played guitar there.
Yeah.
And there's an interesting story about this guy. This guy had type 2 diabetes, and he had half of his left leg amputated because of that.
Yep.
So he continued to do shows and play guitar, but from this rotating wheelchair. And that was about it. He still released records on his own there, on indie labels, of course. There,
Yeah, of course, their big one, Mississippi Queen.
absolutely there. One of the big ones. He had other songs like a theme from Imaginary Western.
Nantucket Sleigh Ride.
Yep. Yep. Albums like Rising, Nantucket, I think it was called. It one of
No.
the other albums, or Rising,
Climbing.
yeah, which are Climbing. Yeah, my bad.
That album as a whole is good.
Uh,
The entire album is great. Okay, next guy I got is Tim Bogert of Beck, Bogert, Appice, and Vanilla Fudge.
yeah. Which
Cancer.
feature? Yep. I see there. Yeah, that was sad there. Even though I haven't heard anything from that project there, unfortunately.
Oh, Beck, Bogert, Appice?
Yeah. Well, anything of any of them. I just only know. You said this guy was a Vanilla Fudge, right?
Right.
Yeah. We know Vanilla Fudge by their song, their awesome, massive, powerful, fist banging version of "You Keep Me Hanging On."
Makes you forget all about the Supremes.
Exactly, because this version was like powerful. The introduction, the organ, the way Appice played his drums throughout that track. Look for the performance of them doing that song around that time period. You see how interesting, how powerful Appice was behind that kit there.
Yeah. And Beck, Bogert, Appice, the big song for them was a cover of a Stevie Wonder song, Superstition.
Ah, I see there. And don't forget to say that the late Stevie Ray Vaughan did his live version of that song there. It's pretty good as well.
Yeah. Next one I got is Chick Corea.
A jazz
Wait, what was
musician.
the cause of the last one?
Oh, shoot.
What was the cause of the last
It
one?
was natural causes.
Okay,
Okay, there.
got it.
Chick
Oh.
Corea, the jazz musician,
Yeah, weather report.
and Return to Forever.
Cancer.
Wow. And this man had a legacy in the jazz world there, no doubt.
Oh, yeah. I used to have quite a few of his albums, and
Yeah.
the weather report also.
Oh. Let me interrupt here something there. Did you ever mention what was that, Miles Davis?
I honestly don't know.
I don't know if you did. I think he passed away in 1981. I think it was 1991. My bad. And this man had a rock band called Bitches Brew, by the way.
Isn't he from Velvet Revolver?
No.
Oh, okay.
Look up Miles Davis on Google. He was a jazz trumpeter, legendary jazz trumpeter,
All right.
icon in the jazz world there, along with Duke Ellington and the man we just mentioned, Chick Corea.
Oh,
And don't get
Yeah.
on Keith, he's learning.
I know there, but I don't think Miles Davis was involved with Revolver.
yeah.
If you talk about with Scott Weiland, yeah, he was involved with him, and he's dead too.
Let's see, the next one I got is Rusty Young, who was a member of Poco.
Um,
Heart Attack.
Wasn't he the one who wrote that song? Those songs, "Crazy Love" and "Heat Heart of the Night."
I think
Yeah.
so.
Well, listen.
Somebody needs to mute.
Keith.
Okay. No, the person I was thinking of
Oh,
is
my God.
Miles Kennedy.
Oh no,
I
he's
know
still
you're
alive.
Okay.
Ooh, I heard that one.
That's here in a
Fun
plastic
fact
bottle.
about Poco. Fun fact about the band Poco: the bassist in the Eagles,
Randy
uh,
Meisner.
no,
Timothy
the-
B. Schmidt.
Timothy B. Schmidt, what came from the band Poco before he joined the Eagles. That is true.
Absolutely
I-
true.
Confirmed.
And I guess didn't Randy Meisner come from the Eagles to join Poco?
That part I don't know.
Yes, I remember hearing about that a long time ago.
Well,
There, I know
one
that
of the
was
two
true.
members of the Eagles were backups for what's that woman who sung in?
Linda Ronstadt.
Yes, they started with her, and then they wanted to do a band together. What's their names? Glenn Fry and Don Johnson.
Don what's
Don
it?
Henley?
Don Henley.
Don Henley, yes.
My mistake. All right.
Only thing Glenn Fry did with Don Johnson was one episode of Miami Vice.
No, I mean Henley. My bad.
Oh yeah, that's understandable. All right,
I'm still milling.
still millionaire. Yep,
B.J. Thomas.
the singer, the guy who wrote what's that one song?
He did mostly covers, but he had some of his own. Eyes on a New
yeah.
York Woman. Hooked on a Feeling.
I see.
Yes. Hooked on the Feeling. That's it. 1968, guys.
Yeah.
This song is, and maybe even more, but I know that one for sure is definitely playing on the oldie station, Keith, a lot.
Oh yeah. And I think that was one of the first.
Yep.
I think that version, if I'm correct, the version. Didn't the Grassroots do that song originally?
No.
If I'm correct.
Oh,
Okay.
they
then.
did
Now,
Midnight Confessions.
a group by the name of Blue Swede covered Hooked on a Feeling.
All right, there. Because I'm thinking there was a Hooking on the Feeling that was featured in one of the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtracks there. I think it may have been the BJ or Thomas one or the other one there.
Probably the other one
Midnight
if you heard Ooga Shaka Ooga Shaka.
Yes,
Ooh.
that's what I'm talking about.
Ooga shaka, ooga shaka.
Yeah.
Well, the Midnight
I see.
Confessions song is the Grassroots hit.
Yes, it is.
All right, there. Gotcha.
Lung cancer.
Wow.
A Midnight Confession.
Natural causes.
When I'm telling the world that I love you.
Yeah.
That is a great song, by the way.
All right.
IR does know the deep tracks of the oldies as well.
Ah,
I did.
nice.
You know,
All
I
right.
was listening to that in the car when I was, in like elementary and, throughout my younger years as a young.
Oh,
Well, when
hell.
they released I guess you could call it a best of by the Grassroots, it's 2 records.
Hmm.
That's how many they had.
Wow.
Virtually all
Interesting.
of them were hits.
Ah. Hell, I remember hearing about the Motown stuff on an 8 track that my dad played when we
What's a bunch
drove
of
around
white
the truck.
guys? This isn't Motown. More
Yep.
of the oldies. I mean, would you consider Motown an arc or no? More oldies, right?
Oh, well,
Isn't Motown part of the oldies?
it is, but it's
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but
it's
isn't it
Sorry.
it's
Yeah.
Motown's more of the Detroit sound,
more ethnical?
ethnical. Yeah, that's a good.
Yes, absolutely.
Urban communities.
Yes.
Detroit.
Yes.
It was mostly black musicians because I don't know. I can't think of any white musicians off the top of my head that were done
Other
by
than
Motown.
the backup band there, you remember there was the Funk Brothers who did a lot of backup of some of those artists there. Artists Diana Ross, Supremes, Smokey Robinson,
Next one I got is Robbie Steinhardt.
from Kansas,
Yes.
the violin player and co-vocalist.
Complications from pancreatitis.
Oh man, that's sad. There, he was
Yeah.
one of the. Him and Rich Williams were like the most recognized members of the group there.
Next one is Dusty Hill.
The red bass
Very.
player from ZZ Top, man.
And ZZ Top was one of the last few remaining original lineup touring bands until this tragedy happened. Another fun
That's
fact.
right. Complications from bursitis.
Never heard of that one. So is ZZ? I guess ZZ Top is going to still continue, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, when I saw them live, I was 4 rows back, and that was another band that ended up opening for Jimmy Buffett that I seen. But I was on the side of Dusty Hill, the left side, bass side.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. I mean, they played all the hits, obviously, and I was right there. Nice fatty, you know what I'm saying? And it was great. I'll never forget it.
That's a
Yeah.
group I wished I could have seen.
Yeah. Dude, one of my friends,
And
Robert.
wait, before I forget, bro, I'm sorry. I was about maybe 9 years old, and I went to Atlanta for Thanksgiving. We flew there, and I don't forget which airport, either the Houston airport or the Atlanta airport. I saw Billy Gibbons because very recognizable with the beard. He was like in this restaurant inside the airport. Keep in mind, I was a little child. I walked up to him. Asked for his autograph. He already had these little papers to put his autograph on. Like he knew people go up to him.
Exactly. So he signed it
Very
ahead of
nice.
time there.
Yeah, well, no, he signed it in front of me, but he already had like something to sign for me because
Nice.
That's
came with
actually pretty thoughtful.
and he's very nice. And we overheard him ordering, food. He said he wanted tortilla soup and your best Mexican beer. That's what he ordered. And obviously, this is Billy Gibbons, the guitar player, the one
Right.
who's still alive. But it's a little fun fact. Wire does know people in the industry as well. Thank you.
Next one I got is Charlie Watts. Perhaps you've heard of him.
Oh, we know him, the drummer from the Rolling Stones.
Heart-related complications.
Oh, wow. Natural causes. Yeah. And that was last year.
I thought this guy was already dead. Ron Bushy.
Ron Bushy?
Yeah, from Iron Butterfly.
Oh, okay.
Esophageal
now-
cancer.
Wow.
Oh, surely you've heard Inagata-Davida.
Oh, we all know I got it, but I'm just surprised that any original members of Iron Butterfly left now.
There probably isn't.
Remember, we remember why we were talking about the Pompano Beach Amphitheater?
Yeah.
Like, so where I practice for soccer, it's right across the road. Is the Pompano Beach amphitheater, and there was a big concert tonight. It turns out it was 3 Christian rock bands playing tonight.
Okay.
Who is
I
it?
see.
Who?
I don't know.
Oh,
I could Google it.
I seen a couple of those Christian rock bands. I don't know, Brian, if you're into Christian rock, but I seen a Skillet
much.
open for Creed.
I heard a Skillet. Yes.
There's a few of them that are actually pretty good.
There's a couple that are really good. Yeah. That Christian rock thing was real big in like 2003, 2004. I mean, I was actually going to church at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And real big in the youth groups and back then and stuff. And you know, that was big. You know, it's basically like listening to rock, but with Christian positive lyrics. And it's,
Yeah, exactly.
Which
it's really
Creed
like
kind of does that.
Yeah.
Creed.
Unfortunately, Scott Stapp, doesn't really follow those rules directly because a lot of times he was so buzzed out of his mind that many Creed fans wanted their money back, and I guess he even sued the band for letting them down.
I was second row. I saw him. This was like maybe 2009 or something, right?
All right. Yeah.
And second row, I got pit tickets. Second row. Bro, Brown, I whipped out a fucking joint and smoked it at the Creed concert, bro.
Oh wow.
A full,
yeah.
like for real. And that's crazy because, it's Christian atmosphere or whatever. But, bro, they were playing the hits. I was right there. Tremonti playing guitar.
Yep.
And part of Creed is now Alter Bridge. That's JD from New York's favorite band.
Mm-hmm.
And I was right, I've seen quite a few bands in my time here and there, just as long like you guys, but Creed is not lame. Like people really like Creed was hitting back like in 2000. Keith, like Creed did come out with some good songs. Like Creed was very popular, bro. Very popular.
My favorite Creed song is "One Last Breath."
Last breath. Yo, Creed.
While it's what eyes wide open, those are big hits here.
Bro.
My Own Prison.
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
Right. Even the song "Bullet." I remember "Bullet" being played on Bullets.
Yeah,
I remember "Bullets" being played on the radio.
First album was great. I mean, Human Clay was all right, right? There was a couple songs on there. Human Clay was all right, but then that third album, I think it was My Sacrifice or something. That third album came out after Human Clay. Bro, that hit. We need to get on with the list. We got way off topic. But
Casting Crowns.
Ooh, I heard of them. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's the only one I see. Oh, it says click here for more. All right.
There's radio stations that play like the Christian rock.
Christian
like
music. Yeah, I remember.
Not just Striper. Like there's new Christian rock and stuff. And obviously like, softer stuff, but
Actually, there's the place called King Dollar in the Conroe area. I've been into a couple of times. They would play a lot of Christian music there, rock, uplifting rock there. I've heard that a couple of times there. In fact, the pastor at the church I was going to back in Richmond, Michigan, he gave me a CD from a band called Building 409 that I listened to a couple of times in the past there.
It's the Altar and the Door also playing there tonight.
I see there.
Like Keith, like real quick, and then we get back into the thing. Like the music, like people do give Christian rock a bad name, whatever, right? But it really is positive. It's not, it's
right.
Good music to listen to for the whole family at the end of the day.
That's true.
And
And you know what? We need a lot more positivity in there, especially in the rock scene, because too many bands talk about another day in this carnival of ways. Oh, the people are so cold to me. Oh, I'm not feelings and I need some comfort. Blah blah blah. And I was hearing most of that crap throughout the whole 1990s from them. I'm so sensitive. Shut up. Rise up. Get a Bible, read the damn thing, read it, learn it, and just get out there in your life, live your life to the fullest, work your ass off to the fullest, and make yourself a man, okay? Man, woman, whichever there, okay?
Next one I got, talk about a segue.
Here we go.
Grammy.
Too loud, Keith. You're not allowed to do a music show. What are they saying now?
No, she wants my door open right now.
Why?
Why?
She thinks she's doing stuff.
No, she wants.
She wants to listen in.
Wait, hold on, let him talk. What? Why, Keith?
Oh, she wants me to watch the Residents.
That's her
Wait.
job. You're doing a music show. Now she's gonna complain that you're talking too loud because your door's open. You know, like they try to fuck with you because you have autism. It's not fucking right, dude. They're screwing around with you. It's weird. But go ahead, watch The Residents because you're the fucking caretaker, right? Makes a lot of sense.
So,
ahead.
obviously, Keith's going to be like, "Oh, I learned this today. Hey, you stop that! Get off that! Put out the fire in the refrigerator." Okay, I'm back, guys.
Keith, you cannot fart like that. It has to be a quick, airy fart. It cannot be a slow, burpy fart.
Fart out the window, not in the
Keith, you
refrigerator.
must do soft stool. You not do hard stool.
Oh,
To make your poo poo hard.
uh, um.
Go ahead, Art.
ahead.
Sorry.
All right, never
ahead,
mind.
dude.
Never mind.
Creamy
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Art.
Edge.
We're gonna finish this list tonight.
We're
Okay,
gonna try.
Creamy
Okay.
Edge. The longest music maniacs. 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, Grammy Edge was the drummer for Moody
The
Blues.
Moody Blues, yeah.
Metastatic cancer.
Wow. So making now the Moody Blues, just John Lodge and Justin Hayward. Unless they decided to, bring back Mike Pinder.
Right. I was thinking there's a fifth member. There's a fifth member, and then it's Pender.
Okay.
Next
Yeah,
one
Mike
is Michael
Pender.
Nesmith.
From the Monkees.
Natural
Houston,
Causes.
Texas. Houston, Texas own.
Yeah.
Very sad there.
Yeah,
I wonder
now that
what
just leaves Mickey. He's the only monkey left.
Yeah, I know, because David's
I
gone.
want to get a
Davy
mullet
Jones-
too. I'm trying to grow. I'm gonna try to grow a mullet for the summer, Keith. You want to too? You just said it.
No,
You
no,
just say that you want a mullet.
no,
What did you just say?
not a.
Mullets
What?
are in, Keith.
Well, hold on, Keith. What did you just say? You said I want a mullet. Is that what you just said?
Oh no! As I was gonna say, I want to order pizza.
Boy, that doesn't even sound like I want a
No.
mullet.
I heard you say I want a mullet. You just said I want a mullet.
No, I said I want to. Never mind.
A mullet
Oh my
pizza?
Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
Okay,
Nah.
that closes off 2021. 2022.
All right.
All right.
Meatloaf.
I know. We covered that. We talked about that situation a couple weeks back. And I guess, was it COVID-19 related?
It's part of it.
Yeah. So this makes Meatloaf the third music casualty from COVID.
Well, there were others, but
Hmm.
that was the big ones.
I see there.
Next one I got is Ian McDonald.
From Foreigner and one of the members of King Crimson.
Yeah, cancer.
Played only on their first album, In the Court of the Crimson King, and the first first three Foreigner albums, Foreigner 1, Double Vision, and Head Games.
Okay, last guy I got here, Gary Brooker, used to be with Procol Harum.
Yep.
Wait, how did Meatloaf die?
Natural causes.
Oh, okay.
It's a
All
big
right.
long
Got it.
list of stuff related to COVID-19.
Ah,
And Gary Brooker died of cancer.
yep. Another
Okay.
natural causes.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that call that Whiter Shade of Pale one of the best songs ever, including Paul McCartney.
I know. Yeah. Big cause. It's been covered a lot of times. Dorio, the German heavy metal singer from the band Warlock, Dorio Pesch, she did her cover version on a solo release that she put it out.
Yeah,
And
one
of
of the
course-
bands I was in, we did that song too.
Also, you remember the project HSAS?
Yeah.
Sammy Hagar, Neil Sean, Kenny Arison, and Michael Shreve. They did their cover version of that song just as well on that album they put out in '84.
Okay, that does the list.
And also, let me interrupt there. Gary Brooker also sang the song "Limelight" on the Alan Parsons Project album "Stereonomy" from 1985.
Yeah.
That was a good song there. Hey.
Well, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna send the list to the Skype
Skype
group
chat
chat.
there. Yeah, all right.
Yes.
All right there.
Okay, and I guess when we come back on Monday, we'll move to covers.
The best and worst there.
Well, just the best. We won't have time for both
All right there.
because I'm pretty sure it'll take 2 shows,
All right there.
maybe 3. Depends on how involved we get with stuff.
Uh-huh.
I sent the list.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now.
And rather than say, think of your 10 covers that you liked the best, we'll say, think of covers that you liked. And it doesn't mean you
Uh-huh.
liked them better than the original. You just liked
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yo.
Goes-
Oh.
Go ahead
Go
there.
ahead. What I wanted to ask what's going on with Lauren Tudhill.
Lawrence, who? Lauren. Oh yeah, I heard about. Yeah, I heard. I saw there. Oh, she Skyped me not too long ago regarding YR, Dave, and all that stuff there. And
Yeah.
basically, she wants to connect with me. I don't know if she is gonna. I don't know that she's gonna troll or whatever it was, But you know what? I'll accept. But if she's gonna keep coming up with all this bull crap about we ain't on this person, that person's no good, that person's no good, then I'll have to let her go there. Don't come in
Yeah.
the chat doing that crap there, okay? Just call in and say hi, or better yet, get a Skype account. Oh yeah, you do have a Skype account. If you're listening, girl, call in. All right.
I know Ken and Dave call Lauren Tudhill a troll.
All right. So she's probably doing that there.
Yep.
All right. So fuck her then.
Yeah.
Not literally fuck her, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
All right, so here we got here the list here, and guess what? And no surprise, what leads to top of the list? 227 natural causes, 44 overdoses, 21 plane crashes, 20 suicides, 11 shot, 11 accidental deaths, 10 car crashes, 9 of the unknown question mark, and 3 that were stabbed. So natural causes wins the title of rock and roll
Yes.
deaths.
And I'd be willing to bet
Yep.
cancer's over half of them.
No surprise there, yeah.
I don't know that, but
But it's a good guess since a lot of many of the musicians that we have known for many on this list here of all the people that was mentioned perished from cancer, any kind of cancer you could think of.
yeah, I think we pretty
Bone
much covered
cancer,
them all.
brain cancer. Yep, absolutely there.
Cancer.
Cancer don't discriminate shit, dude. They'll go ever do it the fuck it wants.
Yeah. Okay, on the cover thing, there's no
Yeah.
limit. Whatever you can think of.
All right there.
And I know that you and YR mainly covered the more recent ones. And
Yeah.
I'll probably go back a ways, although I may hit some recent ones. I don't know yet.
All right there.
I got a pretty good list started.
We're confirming doing the drummer top 10.
No, it's the cover tunes. We're going to talk about the best ones on this coming Monday.
The best cover songs.
Yeah, cover
Yeah.
songs you like.
All
Doesn't
right.
necessarily have to be better than the original, because in my humble opinion, most originals are the best versions of the songs, but not all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I like a lot of like new stuff like Christmas songs that people cover. I think like Taylor Swift and couple other people that cover.
we
Christmas
know
songs.
that one there. We know
Yeah.
we always hear that each Christmas time. No doubt about that. That's with the requirements of being a singer. There, you got to do a Christmas album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, there.
I don't know any rock covers. Well,
Well, now
I
it's a
know
little
one.
time to look it up, dude.
I know one. Limp Bizkit. He did the song Faith.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, it kind of
did
was.
they do it as crappy as Behind Blue Eyes?
I don't know. It's like you gotta have faith.
Oh,
Obviously, there.
that was an interesting cover.
Yeah, I remember seeing the video for that.
Yeah.
So I guess.
And and by the way, they got a couple of chords wrong in their cover there, I should say.